You want to know why most men remain weak? They feel too deeply. They speak too often. They cry about things that carry no weight. They react again and again until life drops them to the ground. But not me. I've marched through battle. I've buried brothers. I've stared death in the eyes and said, "Not today." And I did it with no emotion. Because emotion is the chain they use to trap you, to lure you, to break you. So hear me now. If you want to create something unshakable, if you want power, respect, legacy, then you must cut off your emotions. You must train your mind to think as I do. Thomas Shelby. Let's make this clear. You don't have to be the biggest man in the crowd. You don't need to scream, to fight, or to prove yourself to anyone. You only need one weapon: control. Control over your thoughts. Control over your face. Control over your heartbeat. That is what makes you a threat. Not muscle, not wealth. Control. I've stood before giants who could crush me with ease, but they were the ones who blinked first. Because I was colder. I didn't tremble. I didn't fear. And in that silence, they felt it. They felt the storm I carried. Music, emotions buried inside. Have you ever seen a man lose it? Yelling, smashing walls, thrashing about like a beast, desperate to prove he's strong. I've seen it countless times, and every single time it ends the same. Broken, ashamed, defeated. The emotional man is predictable, and a predictable man is easy to destroy. Insult him, he reacts. Wound his pride, he explodes. Deliver bad news, he collapses. That's not strength. That's enslavement. Enslavement to impulse. Enslavement to pain. Enslavement to the thoughts of others. But me, you could spit insult in my face, and I'd light a cigarette, tilt my head, smile, because I hold knowledge you don't. I run the game. And you're still playing checkers while I'm flipping the board. Most men waste their lives reacting. They are slaves to the moods of others, slaves to the comments of strangers, slaves to fleeting emotions that vanish in the morning light. But I am untouched. I am steady. I am cold steel in a world of melting wax. That is why I win. Music. The war within. There are two kinds of battles, the one with bullets and the one inside your mind. The second is harder to endure. When I came back from France, I had nothing but medals I never asked for and nightmares I couldn't bury. Every sound was an explosion, every shadow, a phantom. But did I collapse? Did I cry out for therapy? No. I built. I harnessed the rage. I forged my pain into fire, and that's what you must do. You don't flee from suffering. You don't drown in it. You mold it. You sharpen it into steel. And then you cut through everything in your path. Most men run from their inner war. They hide behind distraction, alcohol, women, parties, entertainment. But the war waits. The war never leaves. It whispers at night. It creeps in shadows. The only way through is to face it, to welcome it, to learn from it. Your scars are your teachers, your nightmares are your tutors, your fears are your forge. If you conquer the battle within, no enemy outside can ever break you. Your face is your mask. Let me tell you a secret. Your face, it's your mask, your armor, your fortress. Never allow the world to read you. I've faced killers, kings, and cowards across the table, and I let them believe whatever they wished because I revealed nothing. No fear, no thrill, no weakness. And when they blinked, when they shifted in discomfort, I knew I had already won. Master your face, boy, and you master the room. Smile only when it's measured. Frown only when it's calculated. Otherwise, stone. And let me tell you something more. A man who controls his expression controls perception. If they cannot read you, they fear you. If they cannot guess you, they respect you. Power is not always loud. Power is silence that others can't explain. That's why mystery terrifies. That's why composure kills. Discipline is your faith. Let me ask you, who do you serve? Pleasure, comfort, distraction? Or do you serve discipline? Because I rise at dawn. I drink my whiskey only after I've earned it. I don't chase amusement. I build kingdoms. Discipline isn't punishment. It is your shield. It is your blade. It is your faith. Control your desires, and you rise beyond reach. While other men waste years chasing women, likes, and fleeting highs, you are constructing. And in 5 years, you'll be seated at the top. They'll still be chasing a hit of dopamine like dogs, and understand this: discipline gives birth to freedom. The undisciplined man is a prisoner to his appetite, prisoner to his fatigue, prisoner to his lust. But the disciplined man, he owns his time. He owns his choices. He owns his destiny. Every empire was built not by men who indulged themselves, but by men who mastered themselves. Betrayal and blood. Music. Once, a man I trusted tried to strip me of everything. Wealth, power, family. He thought I'd react, thought I'd lash out, but I didn't. I smiled, poured his drink, let him believe he was safe. And when the moment came, I finished him. No rage, no disorder, only strategy. They say revenge is best cold. I serve it frozen. The world will break you. The world does not exist to bring you joy. It exists to test you, to break you, to expose every weakness. Stop seeking comfort. Start seeking pressure. Diamonds are born under pressure, kings too. Let pain become your companion. Let discipline become your dwelling. Let struggle craft your armor. You don't grow in comfort. You grow in war. That's why I sleep lightly. That's why I never trust fully. And that's why I win. Build your legacy. You think legacy is loud? It isn't. It's forged in the quiet nights when no one is watching. While the world rests, you grind. I didn't become Thomas Shelby by showing off. I became him by bleeding in the shadows, thinking while others drank, planning while others wasted breath. And now they whisper my name with fear, with reverence. Legacy is not gifted, it is earned, and it begins the moment you stop living for today and start shaping eternity. Time to transform. So, what now? You've heard my voice. You've felt the edge in every sentence. But words mean nothing without action. So I ask you, are you finished being emotional? Are you ready to think sharply? To move in silence? To walk as a man untouched by fear? Then this is your mission. Cut out one weakness today. Hold your tongue the next time you're provoked. Rise an hour earlier and master something real. Forge your body. Train your mind and explain yourself to no one. Because from this moment forward, you are not like the rest. You are not emotional. You are disciplined. You are calculating. You are dangerous. And if they doubt you, let them chatter. Then show them who you've become. The Thomas Shelby Way. I don't scream. I don't beg. I don't react. I prepare. I act. I win. That is the Thomas Shelby Way. Learn it, and the world will kneel before your silence. Now subscribe. Return to this whenever weakness creeps in. And remember, you are no longer emotional. You are becoming a legend.